Hey pageant fans! As promised, today I'll reveal my top 20 pre-arrivals list of favorite contestants for the 71st Miss Universe competition. I think you can understand that this list might change as soon as all the girls arrive in New Orleans in January. For today, I've made a top 20 list, but I've decided to divide my list into 4 sections. 5 girls in the top 20, 5 in the top 15, 5 in the top 10, and 5 in a top 5. We haven't seen all the girls compete as yet on the same level, so I don't think it's fair for me as a judge, and it's not fair for the girls even for a fair judgment. Therefore, my decision to make a list but split into 4 sections. My judgment is based on the overall impression I have of the contestants and also their ability to communicate clear messages when they speak. At the end of my top 20, I will also mention 10 other contestants who do have my attention but haven't made it to my top 20 list yet. Let's start. Welcome to my top 20, Miss India. Seeing the success streak that India has had over the last years, it will not surprise me to see Miss India in the top 20 finalists, because they obviously know how to prepare their contestants. I did not have Miss India in my initial top 20 list of favorites, but somehow she is growing on me, since I see a positive development in her styling and recent looks. She has competed against the current Miss Universe before, and thanks to her vast improvement, has managed to win the Miss India title this year. Also in the top 20 is Miss Nepal. Miss Nepal grabbed my attention after seeing the Universe United discussions. She has presence and made sure that she was heard in the group. Miss Nepal is not one of the Sash Factor candidates, but I foresee that she will capture the judges' attention, especially in her private interview. Also in my top 20 is Miss Ecuador. Miss Ecuador's charm and humbleness is admirable. This tall morena may be that surprise factor that can walk in and simply outshine the big favorites. The more I see from her, the more convinced I am that she will place this year. Also in my top 20 is Miss Indonesia. Miss Indonesia can conquer all with her smile and simplicity. In a world full of glam and show, her attitude is a breath of fresh air. I do like her simpler styling more than the traditional Indonesian pageant look. I do hope that she will have a more model look throughout the pageant. And last in my top 20, I have Miss Honduras. Miss Honduras has the looks and that sparkle. I noticed a boost of self-confidence in her that will benefit her participation in the pageant. She speaks fluent English, which is an added weapon for her. Moving to the top 15, please step forward, Miss Angola. Miss Angola might be one of the quieter ones in her preparations, but be sure that she is in good hands. I saw Miss Angola participate in Poland at Miss Supranational, and I have also seen her here in the Netherlands, and she has that ability to capture your attention wherever she goes. Also in my top 15, I have Miss Mexico. Miss Mexico does not look like the typical Miss Mexico to me. I like her a lot when she does not wear heavy makeup. I listened to an interview she gave a few weeks ago and was totally surprised by her ability to speak and inspire. Please step forward Miss Peru into the top 15. I know that many mixologists have Miss Peru in the top 3 even this year, but the competition is so strong this year that the candidates must be able to speak with heart and radiate their passion to their best potential. Miss Peru has a model look that might freshen up the Miss Universe image though. I need to see and hear more for a better judgment. Also in my top 15 is Miss Italy. Miss Italy is another favorite of many, and she has the potential to go far in the competition based on her model look. What I miss is that pageant girl in her. I hope to see that once she's in New Orleans. And to round out my top 15, I have Miss Puerto Rico. Miss Puerto Rico is also ranked high amongst many pageant fans. She has that pageant experience that will help her throughout this journey. I will pay close attention to her when she speaks. Hopefully then she will climb higher up my list. I want to see what everybody else has already seen. Moving into the top 10. Please step forward Miss Vietnam. Vietnam has been working hard and strategically the last years, and this year they have a good chance of even winning. It's an extraordinarily intense competition, so I am excited to see her among the rest and see if she can outshine them. Also in my top 10, Miss Jamaica. Jamaica is another country who has been very successful in the Miss Universe pageant the last years, but have yet to win the ultimate title. I hope that Miss Jamaica can wow us with not only her wardrobe and styling, but also her speaking abilities. Also in my top 10 is Miss Curacao. I cannot say Curacao without thinking Cura Wow. Miss Curacao certainly has that Miss Universe appearance, reminding me of Olivia Culpo. She's a motivational speaker, meaning that she can inspire and motivate, which is an absolute plus for Curacao. Please step forward in the top 10, Miss South Africa. Miss South Africa is equipped to answer even the toughest questions, and she will do this with grace and poise. Again, this is an exceptionally tough pageant edition, meaning that the overall performance will weigh heavily, and not only the speaking abilities. I cannot wait to see her development in New Orleans. To close off my top 10, I have Miss Aruba. Miss Aruba is very dedicated to her Miss Universe participation. We have seen her travel to Colombia and New York several times as part of her preparations. She is not relying on her looks, because she has been preparing herself mentally, physically, and emotionally for a few years already. She even attended the Miss Universe pageant a few years back and has a picture on that Miss Universe stage, preparing for when it will be her turn to fight for the crown. Let's move on to the top 5, starting with Miss Thailand. With the new owner of the Miss Universe being a Thai woman, chances are high that this will be an advantage for Miss Thailand. But listen closely, she does not need it. This woman has that Miss Universe glow that is backed up by a beautiful life story and life purpose. I foresee Miss Thailand being a strong contender for the crown. Also in my top 5 is Miss USA. It has been a few years since I've seen a Miss USA that could win the Miss Universe title. Miss USA uses fashion to spread her messages, a unique way to stand out among the rest. Everything that she wears has a meaning and a purpose, and I cannot wait to see what messages she will bring to light during the pageant. Also in my top 5 is Miss Colombia. To me, Miss Colombia has the best face of the pageant. She has been preparing for this moment for a few years already. Colombia is known for sending great pageant queens, and this year is no different. Miss Colombia will not settle or rest until she achieves her goal, that Miss Universe crown. We still have 2 more spots in the top 5, and one of them belongs to Miss Philippines. Another exceptionally strong candidate from Asia, Miss Philippines is representing millions of pageant fans who have been waiting to see her on that Miss Universe stage since her Miss Earth participation. After Miss Earth, she has grown and developed into an empathical woman who can win the hearts of everyone. She had a beautiful glow during her national pageant, and I do hope to see that glow even stronger on stage at Miss Universe. And the final spot in the top 5 belongs to Miss Venezuela. Miss Venezuela carries herself as if she is already Miss Universe, and trust me, this is not done in an overconfident way at all. She just has that captivating glow and attitude wherever she goes. This has to do with the fact that she is involved in her preparation and cannot wait to show everything that she and her team have prepared. Guess what? I cannot wait either to see what she will present. I will keep my eyes out for the following contestants as well: Miss Japan, Dominican Republic, Panama, Miss France, Miss Cambodia, Miss Chile, Miss Germany, Miss Spain, Miss Trinidad and Tobago, and also Miss Netherlands. I know that my list of favorite contestants will change as soon as the competition starts and evolves. I hope that contestants that aren't on my radar today can be unexpected surprises as soon as the competition evolves. I also hope that the Miss Universe organization will allow us to hear in on the private interviews as this has been done this year in other pageants, because this is the missing component to give a more precise and better prediction as to who the top 20 should be. Tomorrow, I will be discussing the changes introduced by the pageant this year, but also the changes that I would wish to see in the pageant. See you tomorrow.